Welcome to New Orleans or Nolans or Nola, baby. I have not been in New Orleans in a very long time and I am here for a work conference. So it'll be a little bit of work, a little bit of eating, but come with me as I journey through New Orleans. For this conference, our company had us staying at the historical Roosevelt Hotel, which is a Waldorf Astoria property. It's a Hilton property. So rack up them Hilton points while I was there. Now, once we got checked in, we headed over to Dookie Chase, which is a historical restaurant in New Orleans. Dookie Chase has been here for a very, very long time. And if you know the Disney Princess and the Frog story, it is based off Miss Leah Chase, which is the chef of this beautiful restaurant. So after the opening ceremony of our conference, we headed over to Song Chung. And now I saw this restaurant all over my TikTok and Instagram, so I decided to give it a try. And I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. The service wasn't the best. The food was just okay, in my opinion. My favorite thing out of everything we ordered was the crab rangoon dip. But everything else was just kind of lackluster. Now it is packed. They do have a DJ, so you can have fun in there. The next day, I got dressed for class and headed out. And after class, we headed over to Cafe Du Monde for some beignets.
Oh yes, oh baby, yeah.
Hey guys, so day one of the conference has wrapped up. And tonight we are going to have dinner with some of our business development managers for different companies. So tonight I have dinner with American Airline Vacations, and my roommate has dinner with somebody else. But so far, being in New Orleans is cool. I haven't been here in, I want to say, like 6 years. So it's good to be back in the city, eating the food, seeing the culture, experiencing the locals. Like, I love coming down here and immersing myself within the culture. So it's been really, really good. So it is Friday. So let's see what tonight brings. And let's hope we make it make it to class on time tomorrow. One of the things I enjoy about New Orleans is just dipping down the different alleyways and seeing like the beautiful boutique shops and unique shops that they have there. But the problem is most of the people spend their time on Bourbon or on Canal Street. So you miss some of this. Now we did eat at this restaurant. This was not picked by me. This was picked by our business development manager for American Airlines. And it was just lackluster. And that's kind of hard to do in New Orleans because most of the food is great. But here it was just okay. This is a place that's good for drinks. And I can confirm that we did make it to class on time the next day because we went to sleep because we waited at that restaurant for 3 hours. The hardest thing to do is be on a diet plan in New Orleans, and I was on 75 soft during my trip to New Orleans, but I stayed on task most of the time. So I'm proud of myself. I did work out. Now, after class, we headed over to Mardi Gras World, and this is a place that you gotta visit when you come to New Orleans. I have been to New Orleans multiple times, and I've never been to this place. We had a private party there, and we were able to take the float tour, so we got to see all of the floats that are in the parade for Mardi Gras and how they make it, where they make it. Such a cool experience. So this is day 3 of the conference and the last day, and these are the 2 books I am currently reading to learn more about my leadership style. Now, after class wrap, me and my roommate went to explore the French quarters, and of course, we got some slushies. Afterwards, we went back and got dressed and headed out for our final night, which was at the Commander's Palace. The Commander's Palace is another historical restaurant here in New Orleans, and I was so happy to finally dine here. We did have a tasting menu, so that was pretty cool, and this is the gift that we were given. We did get some of the history and backstory to the Commander's Palace and everything that happened during Katrina. Overall, it was a great experience, so if you're in New Orleans, definitely check out the Commander's Palace. Now, this night we did hit Bourbon Street, but I'm not showing it because people got real jobs. just know a time was had, and the girl had to get a bathroom pick. Why? Because it was giving that night. The next day we went over to Crack, once again another restaurant I found off Instagram and TikTok, and it was pretty good. Between the coffee and the grits, it's a win for me. The pancakes were just okay, but them coffee and them grits, fire. The omelet, my friend said, was okay, but overall, I give it a 7 out of 10. And afterwards, we walked over to the Buckner Mansion, which was also featured in American Horror Story, the Coven series. So I had to get a picture because I'm a black girl who loves horror. And this wraps up my time in New Orleans. As always, comment, like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.